In our busy world, where noise and conversations are constant, the art of silence has unfortunately been lost. But what if the moments when we choose not to speak were as powerful as those when we do? How often do we stop to reflect on the meaning of our silence? Stoicism is an ancient philosophy that teaches people to control themselves through reason and emotional strength. It is an excellent guide for knowing when to speak. Zeno, the founder of Stoicism, said that it is better to stumble with your feet than with your tongue. This wise advice raises a fundamental question. How many times have we regretted saying something in haste or out of anger? Stoicism not only teaches us to avoid actions we owe to ourselves but also to use silence as a tool for personal growth and inner peace. Imagine facing life's challenges with serene confidence, knowing that your silence speaks more than any words could. Stoic philosophy teaches us that silence is not just the absence of words but a deeply felt and carefully chosen response. It is a powerful and active force, a strategy that can help resolve disagreements, protect us from harm, and foster understanding. But when exactly should we embrace silence? Together, we will discover in 9 key moments that choosing silence is not only wise but can also be life-changing. As we delve into these lessons, let's reflect on how practicing Stoic silence could change the way you treat others and your own tranquility. What if you could resolve a heated argument with quiet, measured silence instead of harsh words? What could a quiet pause reveal about your feelings and thoughts? Join us as we explore the strong moments to remain silent and let the wisdom of Stoicism guide us. Are you ready to learn more about the deep knowledge of Stoicism? Please share your thoughts before embarking on this journey. Number 1. When you are unfairly criticized. According to Stoic philosophy, this is a unique opportunity to become stronger and show integrity. The fundamental ideas behind this ancient wisdom teach us that if something outside of you disturbs you, it is not the thing itself that harms you but how you think about it. It also teaches us that you can change your perspective at any time. This insight suggests that what bothers us about criticism is not the criticism itself but how we perceive and respond to it. Think about this. How could your strength change if you reinterpreted criticism? Can you recall a time when staying calm in the face of unfair criticism changed the outcome? For example, if you are leading a project at work and your boss criticizes you harshly, a Stoic response would be to calmly examine the comments, find useful ideas, and ignore any negative feedback that is not based on facts. Epictetus said that this approach will not only maintain your peace but also preserve your professional honor. Don't talk about your theory, live it. To live according to Stoic philosophy, you must respond calmly and thoughtfully rather than defensively. Let the quality of your responses and, ultimately, your work speak for themselves. Not responding when unfairly criticized is not a passive act, it is strategic. Embracing the Stoic call to focus on what we can control, our responses and attitudes, turns a potential conflict into a sign of your personal strength and philosophical dedication. As you face life's difficulties, think about how silence can benefit you. What possibilities might arise if you choose reflective silence instead of impulsive speech? How could this practice not only enhance your tranquility but also positively influence those around you? Incorporating Stoic principles into our daily lives, especially when we are unfairly criticized, aligns us with a philosophy that values strength of character over the temporary approval of others. This promotes personal growth and serves as an inspiration to others, especially in a world where boasting and self-promotion often overshadow humility. Stoicism invites us to embrace silence, and the wise Marcus Aurelius advises us not to waste time arguing about what a good man should be but to be one. From this perspective, consider how silence in response to bragging can turn a potentially ego-driven environment into a space for self-reflection and growth. There will always be criticism in life, and it can often be a good opportunity to learn and improve. However, criticism is not always fair, and sometimes it may be intended to hurt. In such scenarios, it can be difficult to stay calm and act appropriately. Stoicism, a philosophy that began in ancient Greece, offers timeless advice on how to handle rude criticism with class and grace. By following Stoic ideas, we can turn negative experiences into opportunities to grow as individuals and become stronger within. Remember, what matters is not what happens to you but how you react to it. This is a core Stoic principle. When someone unfairly criticizes you, take a moment to think before acting. This prevents impulsive reactions and gives you time to assess the situation calmly. By separating criticism from your self-worth, as the Stoics suggest, you become stronger. Marcus Aurelius also taught that unfair comments reflect more about the critic than about the person being criticized. Understanding this allows you to see criticism more clearly and less emotionally. If someone can prove that you are wrong in your thinking or actions, I will gladly change because I seek the truth, said Marcus Aurelius. This approach suggests that even in the most unjust judgment, there may be a small truth hidden that we can use to improve and eliminate unnecessary negative thoughts. As the Stoic proverb says, first learn the meaning of what you say and then speak. Epicurus reminds us that when someone unfairly criticizes you, remain calm and courteous. This not only demonstrates your strength and self-control but also prevents things from getting worse. A calm response often soothes the critic and shows that you are a mature person. Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be one, said Marcus Aurelius. Instead of focusing on unfair criticism, focus on your goals and personal improvement. You can overcome adversity by staying true to your principles and focusing on your growth and virtues. While dealing with unfair criticism can be challenging, by following Stoic principles, we can turn these situations into opportunities to grow and become stronger. Remember to take a moment to reflect, separate criticism from your self-worth, look for any useful truth, respond with calmness and respect, and keep your attention on your own growth. In this way, you will live up to the Stoic ideal of remaining calm and strong within, even when things are difficult externally. Number 2. Stoic silence amid boasting. Imagine you're at a networking event where a colleague is excessively bragging about their recent achievements and luxurious lifestyle. You may feel tempted to counter their boasting with your own accomplishments. However, Stoicism teaches us the power of moderation. If you choose to remain quiet, you conserve your energy for deeper and more meaningful conversations. This approach not only protects your honor but also portrays you as someone confident in your achievements who doesn't need external validation. In this philosophy, silence is not a sign of passivity but a strategic silence that demonstrates wisdom and confidence. Another Stoic sage said that one who does not wish to be outdone in benefits should not return a favor with another but with many at once. In real life, this means you should not respond to empty boasting with words but with the silent grace of your actions and the quality of your character. How often do you find yourself responding to someone else's success story with one of your own? What might happen if instead you chose to listen fully, acknowledging their achievements with a nod or a smile while keeping your focus on your own virtues and goals? Embracing a Stoic stillness amid boasting is a way to live a life not marked by competition but by inner contentment and success. It creates an atmosphere where one can thrive peacefully and successfully, grounded in genuine self-esteem rather than comparisons. Please reflect on this lesson and consider how embracing calmness could improve your life and relationships. Number 3. How to manage anger. When we are angry, it can feel like a raging storm that sweeps away all reason and calm. But in the midst of this storm, Stoic philosophy offers a safe haven, a moment of silence that helps us deal with these strong feelings. Epicurus, a famous figure in Stoicism, was known for remaining silent most of the time, only speaking when necessary. Now imagine a day at work when a colleague's mistake causes you extra hours of work. Your first instinct might be to react with anger, but what if you chose silence? By not reacting with anger, you give yourself time to assess the situation more objectively. This pause can prevent the conflict from escalating and lead to constructive solutions instead of heated arguments. Think about how many times a quick reaction of anger has made things worse. What might change if you took a moment to calm down before speaking? Marcus Aurelius, another well-known Stoic, advised that the consequences of anger are often worse than the things that make people angry. This thought invites us to consider what happens after we get angry. Most of the time, the effects of an outburst are worse than what made us angry in the first place. Consider Nelson Mandela, a famous leader who, despite being imprisoned for years, chose to forgive his oppressors instead of reacting with anger, a decision that not only improved his own life but also led a country toward reconciliation. Using silence when angry does not mean hiding your feelings. It means choosing a response that aligns with your best self. This practice not only enhances your inner peace but also leads to better relationships and a more successful life. As you face the inevitable frustrations of daily life, remember that silence can be your sanctuary, a place where wisdom reigns. Embrace it, and you may discover that the silent response is not only the deepest but also the most powerful. Anger is a natural emotion that everyone experiences at some point in their lives. However, uncontrolled anger can damage relationships and your health. Stoicism teaches useful ways to control anger by focusing on self-control, clear thinking, and inner peace. Identify the cause. Observe your triggers to understand what exactly makes you angry. Is it a person, an environment, or a specific event? Reflect on why these things affect you so much. Often, our assumptions and beliefs play a significant role. Acceptance. Recognize that you cannot change the things that happen in the outside world, but you can control how you react to them. Practice mindfulness. Keep your mind in the present moment instead of focusing on past problems or future worries. Deep breathing exercises. When you feel angry, practice deep breathing to calm your mind and body. Think before responding. Take a moment to consider the consequences of your actions. Change your perspective. Try to see things from the other person's point of view to show empathy. Viewing things from their perspective can help you feel less angry. Change how you see it. Reflect on how a Stoic philosopher would view the situation, giving it less importance. Focus on solutions. Instead of dwelling on the problem, look for constructive ways to handle it. Develop emotional strength. Remind yourself that you can choose how to react. Use self-control and patience. Emotional detachment. Learn to separate your emotions from what is happening. Step back and view the situation objectively. Strengthen your inner self. Do things that help you manage your emotions, such as exercising, writing, or meditating. Channel your anger in a healthy and positive way. Instead of getting angry, invest your energy in things that benefit you, such as exercise or art. Learn and grow. Use anger as an opportunity to learn more about yourself and change how you respond in the future. Communicate effectively. Express your feelings calmly and assertively, without being hostile or angry. Managing your anger well is crucial for your health and the health of your relationships. You can turn anger into a positive force by identifying your triggers, practicing mindfulness, changing your perspective, developing emotional strength, and finding healthy ways to express your anger. Follow Stoic advice to find inner peace and live a healthy and peaceful life. Number 4. Silence in the face of false rumors. When people talk, stories are like leaves caught in a gust of wind. When these rumors are untrue, they can cause harm and confusion. Stoic philosophy offers us a powerful response: silence. Consider the story of a teacher in a small town who was unjustly accused of misconduct. As the rumors spread throughout the community, the teacher chose not to fuel the tension by denying or explaining what happened. Instead, he relied on his honesty and integrity to stand firm. This silence is not passive surrender but a strategic decision based on wisdom. Marcus Aurelius said that you have power over your thoughts, not over external events. Understand this, and you will be strong. How often have we seen that quickly spoken words make things worse? How might silence protect you from the arrows of false accusations? By refusing to comment, the teacher allowed the initial fervor of the community to die down. Over time, and without any new evidence coming to light, the truth became his defense. This illustrates the Stoic belief that you should focus on what you can control, such as your reactions and actions, rather than worrying about how stories spread. Epictetus once said that if someone speaks ill of you, you should compliment them. This counterintuitive approach suggests that reacting to negativity with positivity, or in this case with silence, can stop and change the course of unproductive interactions. When faced with false accusations, speaking calmly can show respect and confidence in the truth. To apply this in your own life, think about the importance of waiting to respond until the storm has passed. Remember that the best way to maintain your peace and image is to live according to the ideals you preach, not by fighting against every rumor. In situations like this, remaining silent is not only a way to protect yourself but also a way to show your dedication to Stoic principles. As you face difficulties in personal and professional relationships, Let Stoic silence guide you through the chaos of false rumors, finding in it the path to a peaceful, happy, and successful life. Number 5. How to deal with loss. How do you handle the absolute silence that follows a major loss? Loss is a common human experience that often leaves a void filled with sadness and confusion. But Stoicism has a unique perspective on grief. For example, C.S. Lewis, a famous author who wrote about his grief after his wife's death in the book A Grief Observed, said that the pain I feel now is the happiness I had before. This is a very Stoic way of thinking. The Stoics believe that our experiences are part of a broader natural flow of life and that loss and love are always intertwined. Seneca, a famous Stoic philosopher, expressed that the day we fear as our last is, in fact, the birthday of eternity. How might your response to loss change if you see it as a transformation rather than an end? What might you gain by embracing the silence that follows loss, giving yourself time and space to reflect and heal? After his wife's death, Lewis did not try to fill the silence with explanations or distractions. Instead, he used it to explore his thoughts and feelings deeply, demonstrating the Stoic belief that hardships can be used for personal growth. His journey through grief showed how keeping a calm mind can help someone deal with deep emotional pain and transform it into a profound understanding of life's fragility and beauty. The silence after a loss is not a way to hide or deny what happened. It is a way to give yourself time to reflect, heal, and move forward toward meaning beyond the pain. How have you faced losses in the past? How might the Stoic practice of reflective silence help you in future moments of grief? How might this approach change not only your healing process but also that of those around you? Share your thoughts and experiences on loss and how Stoic practices have influenced your journey. What lessons have you learned, and how has silence helped you grow? Let's discuss and learn together in the comments below. One of the greatest challenges in life is dealing with death. It is difficult to cope with grief and sadness when you lose something important in your life, such as a loved one, a job, or a great opportunity. Stoicism, which began as an ancient philosophy by Zeno of Citium in Athens, offers timeless advice on how to face these difficult times. Embracing a Stoic perspective can help us be strong and at peace, even when we have lost something very valuable. Recognizing and accepting how you feel is essential. Understanding and accepting the feelings that come with loss is fundamental. Stoicism teaches us that emotions are normal reactions to the things that happen in life. Allow yourself to feel the pain without judging yourself. Writing in a journal or talking to a trusted friend can help you process these feelings. Focus on what you can change. According to Stoic philosophy, we should let go of what we cannot change and focus on what we can. Reframe the loss as an opportunity for growth. The Stoics believe that every challenge can be an opportunity to grow and learn. Think about what this loss can teach you to be wiser or more understanding. Practice gratitude. Gratitude can help you stop dwelling on what you have lost and focus on what you still have. Write a daily list of things you are grateful for. This exercise can help you see things from a new perspective and bring you peace. Seek support. Stoicism values the importance of community and mutual aid in difficult times. Talking to family, friends, or support groups about your problems can make you feel better and less alone. Facing loss is never easy, but Stoic ideas can help us be strong and resilient as we go through the pain of loss. Recognizing our emotions, focusing on what we can control, changing our perspective, being grateful, and seeking help are techniques that can help us heal and grow if we choose to use them. Number 6. Navigating ignorance with Stoic grace. Have you ever met someone whose actions show they don't understand but whose beliefs are as strong as if they were an expert? While this situation may be frustrating, it is a good time to practice patience and grace. Galileo, the famous scientist who promoted heliocentrism during a time of strong geocentric beliefs, is a great example of how to deal with ignorance. Despite facing fierce opposition and even being placed under house arrest, Galileo maintained his honor and dedication to the truth, often choosing to remain silent in the face of false accusations and ignorance. Stoicism teaches us that we can only control our responses, not what others do. Marcus Aurelius, a Roman emperor and Stoic philosopher, said that you have power over your mind, not over external events. Realizing this will give you strength. Reflect on this point of view the next time you encounter someone with mistaken thoughts. How might your response change if you knew you could control it? Galileo's silence was not a sign of weakness. It was a strong statement of his integrity and belief in the truth. He knew that the truth does not need to be backed by words but can stand firm on its own merits over time. This approach is similar to the Stoic idea of focusing on our own actions and accepting that others' beliefs are beyond our control. Being kind means knowing the limits of your power and choosing your battles wisely. It means being patient and understanding, even when things are frustrating. This practice not only leads to a peaceful and happy life but also helps you see things from a broader perspective that focuses on respect and long-term success rather than short-term vindication. Think about how silence can be an elegant response to ignorance in your own life. How might this approach improve your relationships and well-being? Let Galileo's story inspire you to practice Stoic silence, turning potentially frustrating situations into opportunities for inner peace and personal growth. Number 7. How to deal with rumors. You must have experienced many situations where you were the subject of a story, hearing whispers growing louder as they spread. Although it is a natural human reaction, silence can change the situation. Consider the story of a community leader whose dedication to environmental protection led to false rumors about her personal gain. Instead of addressing each rumor, she remained focused on her work, remembering Marcus Aurelius' words, "The best revenge is to be different from those who wrong you." This leader's decision to remain silent and continue her advocacy, letting her actions speak louder than any rumor, shows an important Stoic concept. It is not external events that disturb us but how we react to them. How would your life be different if you ignored rumors in silence? What strength might you gain by deciding not to explain but to continue on your path? If someone says bad things about you and they are true, Epictetus tells us to correct ourselves. If they are false, this wise leader not only maintained her peace but also showed people that the rumors were unfounded. Over time, the faith of those who did not believe in her faded, but her calm attitude and unwavering commitment demonstrated that Stoic silence can help you maintain your image and self-esteem. This story shows how Stoicism can be applied in modern life, demonstrating how our reactions to false information can either fuel the fire or extinguish it. It also shows that silence is not a passive choice but an active and powerful way to let our lives and actions show who we really are. Reflect on this approach the next time you hear rumors. How can Stoic silence help you stay calm and focused? How might it change the way others perceive you over time? Share your ideas and experiences on how to deal with rumors in the comment section below. What have you learned from these events, and how has silence helped you overcome them? Your insights might help someone else find their way. Rumors can spread quickly, damage your image, cause stress, and create confusion. It is important to find effective ways to deal with gossip in a world where information spreads rapidly. Stoicism offers timeless knowledge that teaches us to stay calm, serene, and logical when facing problems. Keep your emotions under control. When you hear rumors, try to keep your emotions in check. Reacting quickly or intensely can make things worse and give more weight to the stories. Take a moment to calm down and observe the situation without prejudice. Pause before responding. Take a few deep breaths and remind yourself that other people's opinions do not define your worth. Engage in calming activities like meditation to maintain your composure. Clarify and understand the facts. Unclear details often fuel rumors. Don't take everything at face value. Instead, investigate the facts and seek reliable sources to discover the truth. Talk to people you trust to get more information before making a decision. This approach will help you react based on facts rather than assumptions. Think carefully before acting. How you react to a rumor can have a big impact. If you act without thinking, you might misinterpret something and spread the story even further. Instead of reacting impulsively, take a moment to think and plan your response. Respond to the rumor calmly and accurately if necessary. Sometimes the best thing you can do is stay quiet or respond slowly. Pay attention to your actions and character. The best way to fight false rumors is to demonstrate who you are over time. If you are honest and show your true character, false stories will eventually fall apart. Continue living according to your beliefs and principles, and let your actions reflect who you really are. The more consistent you are in your behavior, the less likely it is that false stories will persist. Practice not worrying about what others think. Stoicism teaches us to let go of what we cannot change and focus on what we can. Other people's opinions and gossip are beyond your control. Focus on your actions and thoughts. Accept who you are and trust in your ideals, regardless of what others say. Stoic ideas, such as controlling your emotions, seeking the truth, responding wisely, being consistent, and not worrying about what others think, can help you deal with rumors in a balanced and logical way. By following these tips, you can handle the problems that gossip causes with composure and strength, protecting your honor and peace of mind. Number 8. How to face injustice. Stoic philosophy teaches us to handle life's challenges with justice and inner strength. This is especially important when we face injustice. As the wise Epictetus said, "Endure and bear." This maxim urges us to get through difficult times without complaining and to forgive others for their mistakes. Nelson Mandela, who fought against racism in South Africa, embodied this Stoic theory remarkably. The long years Mandela spent in prison could have filled him with anger, but he chose peace and unity, showing deep Stoic resilience. Mandela did not stand idly by and let injustice happen. Instead, he chose to focus on healing and unity rather than seeking revenge. This choice reflects a key Stoic principle: our greatest power lies in our ability to choose how we react to external events. How might our own lives change if we followed Mandela's example when dealing with unjust things? Can we choose to show understanding and kindness even when it seems impossible, remaining silent when injustice occurs? Marcus Aurelius wrote in his Meditations that the best way to get revenge on someone who has hurt you is not to be like that person. By choosing not to engage in a fight and instead developing a spirit of healing and forward-thinking, Mandela changed the way an entire country thought about justice and peace. His life shows us that silence is not a sign of submission but a powerful tool for change and a sign of personal integrity. This Stoic way of thinking does not mean passively accepting injustice. It involves a strategic and principled silence that prepares us for constructive action. It's about maintaining inner peace and using calmness to inspire thoughtful solutions that address wrongs and foster a collective movement toward a better future. As we face both major and minor injustices, let's remember Mandela's silent strength. His legacy teaches us that sometimes the deepest response is cultivated in silence, allowing us to build a foundation for meaningful change and a happier and more successful life. This can transform both personal hardships and community conflicts, leading us to a more peaceful existence. We all have to deal with unjust situations at some point in our lives. As Stoics, it is important to handle these scenarios with calmness and wisdom. The ideas of Stoic thinkers like Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus can help you understand how to deal with unjust situations by focusing on what we can control. Maintaining inner peace and reacting logically are some of the things they emphasize. Keep your inner peace. Focus on your inner state. Marcus Aurelius says that no matter what is happening around you, you must keep your mind calm and serene. Emotional regulation. To keep your emotions in check, practice deep breathing, mindfulness, and meditation. Accept what you cannot change. Recognize that you can only control how you react to others' actions. Respond logically. Think before you act instead of moving without thinking. Stop and consider what the best course of action is. Try to understand. Try to figure out why something unjust happened. This can help clarify things and maybe even show a way to resolve the issue. Don't seek revenge. Retaliating with anger or revenge only makes things worse. Try to respond in a reasonable and calm manner. Examine your values. Always stick to your principles regardless of the circumstances. Allow your actions to be based on your core beliefs and moral principles. Integrity. Make sure your response aligns with your morals and upholds your honor. Set a good example. Show others how to deal with injustice with respect and honor through your actions. Seek constructive solutions. Approach the situation with a problem-solving attitude rather than dwelling on the issue. Communication. Speak to those involved in an open and honest way to try to find a just resolution. Advocate for change. Whenever possible, work to change the system that causes injustice. Personal growth. View the experience as an opportunity to grow as a person and become stronger in the future. Preparation. Acquire the skills and knowledge you need to better handle similar scenarios in the future. It is important to maintain calm, react logically, stay true to your ideals, seek constructive solutions, and learn from the experience when facing injustice. By following these Stoic principles, you can handle unjust situations with kindness and honesty, turning them into opportunities to grow and make things better. Number 9. How to handle insults with Stoic wisdom. Epictetus, a Stoic philosopher, once said, "If someone manages to provoke you, you realize that your mind is complicit in the provocation." This maxim should make us reflect every time someone insults us, offering a profound way to deal with insults. Remain silent. This insight tells us that we can choose how to react, opting for silence and understanding instead of conflict. Mahatma Gandhi, for example, faced insults and resistance in his fight for India's freedom, but he did not respond with anger or insults. Instead, he chose silence and understanding, similar to the joyful pacifism that aligns with Stoic philosophy. Gandhi's reaction to verbal and physical attacks was to remain silent, which often made his enemies less dangerous and earned him public support. How might adopting a similar stance when you are insulted change the dynamics of your interactions? What could you gain by staying calm instead of responding with words when someone attacks you? Maintaining silence gives you the space to act with purpose rather than impulsively. This severe practice not only keeps you calm but also makes you appear as a leader who is above petty disagreements. Marcus Aurelius echoed this in his writings. How much worse are the consequences of anger and pain than the things that made us feel that way? Think about this as you face the problems that arise every day. What could this severe silence do for your life? It might be the key to a better and more successful life. How might your actions affect the way others deal with issues? As we analyze the 9 crucial moments to embrace silence, from dealing with conversation to facing loss, Stoic advice has shown us a path to peace and understanding. Marcus Aurelius once said, "Don't waste time arguing about what a good man should be. Be one." In the spirit of his words, let's practice the deep strength that can be found in silence by deciding when to speak and when to listen. This will help us live a peaceful, happy, and kind life. Feel free to apply these Stoic principles in your daily conversations and see how the power of reflective silence can enhance your life. If you find this talk profound and helpful, click like, leave a comment with your thoughts, and don't forget to share these philosophical ideas with everyone you know. If you're new, subscribe to our channel for deeper lessons on Stoicism that will help you grow. See you in the next lessons.